This is the island of Stronsay. Located due north of Inverness, it's a quiet and peaceful place for a seaside getaway. But as zoologist Jeff Swinney will tell us, on a summer day in 1808, visitors were met with a terrifying sight.
A fishing boat noticed something unusual. Their attention was drawn to it by the screaming gulls that had gathered around this carcass, which had been washed onto some rocks. It was big, it was smelly. This was nothing like anything they'd seen before.
The fisherman who had discovered the carcass, a man by the name of John Peace, approached it with a group of locals. The island dwellers were familiar with the occasional beach whale or shark carcass that could wash up on the Stronsay shores. But this was something very different and very, very big.
What they found on the beach was an animal with a relatively small head, only about a foot long, and then a body which extended 55 feet. And they measured this, so we know that the measurement was accurate. About a quarter of the length of this appeared to be neck, made up of vertebrae, and then the rest of the vertebral column going off tail. There appeared to be 3 pairs of legs, and the whole body was covered in what appeared to be matted fur, with a mane of fur running down the back of the body. This must have been an extraordinary sight. Imagine, this is what they would have seen. It must have been absolutely terrifying, disturbing. This huge 55-foot long, mysterious, 6-legged, hairy animal just lying there on the beach. These were not just a new species. This was a new species of megafauna. This was a big animal. This was a sea monster.
It was dubbed the Stronsay Beast, and news of the discovery began to spread.
News spread fairly rapidly worldwide that this sea monster had arrived on the shore. They convened a sort of tribunal with 2 local justices of the peace taking sworn affidavits from the local people who had seen this animal. The remains of the animal that are still in the museum consists of 3 vertebrae. I've had the opportunity of looking at the 3 vertebrae.
After analyzing the remains, Jeff concluded that the Stronsay Beast shared many similarities with our potential profile of the Loch Ness Monster, including a long, narrow shape, flippers on its abdomen, and of course, its massive size. This is the first physical evidence of a possible Loch Ness Monster-type creature in Scotland. Not a blurry photo or a fleeting sighting, but actual remains of a species that must have roamed the area's waters at some point.
There are myths, stories, legends associated with many large bodies of water all over the world. Stories of unknown animals. Loch Ness in particular. It would, of course, be really exciting if we had some material evidence of a new animal, a bit of megafauna, a large animal, a sea monster. And until we have something to actually examine, I keep an open mind.
Could the Stronsay Beast actually be the same species as the creature long identified as the Loch Ness Monster? The resemblance is uncanny, as is the timing. In 1808, the year the Stronsay Beast was discovered, there were alleged sightings of similar creatures in Loch Ness and in Sweden's Storsjön Lake. Is this just a coincidence? Or were several of these unknown animals migrating through northern Europe?